We have some more divisions of politeness strategies. Let's have a look at them. We have solidarity strategies, which focus on positive politeness strategies, and those positive politeness strategies involve uh, uh, or emphasis on the closeness between speaker and listener, how we connect with others, and how we use that connection during our conversation might prompt us to use positive politeness strategy. And this kind of strategy includes using personal information, shared knowledge, our geographical, dialectical background, or in some cases using nicknames or even abuse words, particularly when youth interact with each other. Such things can show some kind of closeness or solidarity or frankness between them, and that would lead them to use some kind of positive politeness strategy when they want somebody to do something for themselves or for each other. A solidarity strategies will be marked via inclusive terms such as we or let's go for the party. We can make it together kind of stuff. Common, let's go to the party. This is a party invitation, and the way it is being given would show a solidarity strategy. Common, let's go for the party. Everyone will be there. It will be a great fun. So this shows that the person speaking is trying to involve everybody in it, including everybody he is addressing to as a part of the group, and this shows a kind of solidarity and friendliness between them. In comparison, we have a deference strategy which is more based on negative politeness, and this involves emphasizing the hearer's right to freedom. And this is usually a part of formal politeness, in which we usually ask things indirectly or in a question way. It is also impersonal. We do not ask involve directly the speaker or the hearer, and the neutral statements are used for this kind of politeness on one hand. For example, refer to neither the speaker nor to the hearer, and statements can be customers may not smoke here, sir. So this statement is not for a particular person, rather it is for the customers in general. So the speaker or hearer both are not directly addressed to. The language associated with this strategy usually emphasizes on speakers and hearers' independence. So they may not be compelled to do something, they may not be imposed upon by somebody to do something. The independence is marked via an absence of personal claims. Uh, and in order to understand this further, we can have uh, a duplication of the uh, same party invitation I just shared a while ago. And in case of a negative politeness strategy or a deference strategy, we could say this party invitation in a way like, there is going to be a party. If you can make it, it will be a fun. So this shows a deference strategy. These general types of strategies can be illustrated via various utterances, which are actually central to a certain speech act. What strategy would be more useful or would be more polite would depend on what kind of speech event is being conducted in a certain situation. So the context and speech event would also decide about our choice of a certain politeness strategy. We have pre-sequences. These are some words or expressions which we can use before our actual statements in order to mitigate the impolite impact of some kind of statement we think might challenge somebody's face or might be impolite in a certain social situation. So we could use some pre-sequences or statements before them in order to reduce their impoliteness or make our request more polite or acceptable socially. In this regard, in order to make a request, we can use a statement in form of a pre-request. Before saying something directly, we might say something in the beginning and then go on to say our request. So our request would look more polite in such situation. For example, uh, in, as a result of a pre-request, you can get go ahead or stop signal from the listener. In the example in front of you, somebody asks, "Are you busy?" It's the pre-request asking before saying actually what he intends to say to her. He actually asks first, "Are you busy?" Uh, and her response, "Oh, sorry, that means I am busy. Please don't say anything. So, or don't interrupt me." In this situation, the pre request has actually worked as a politeness strategy. Another situation, if he would have said something directly, "Oh, okay, do this thing for me," or somebody might have interrupted by saying anything, this would have looked more impolite. Children often use pre announcements to check if their parents are willing to pay attention to their needs or their demands. Children are very clever in these situations. They would ask they would ask their parents in a certain way, and in this way, they make a pre request or they make a pre announcement before showing their actual intention. For example, a child asks their mom, "Guess what happened?" It's a kind of pre-announcement. Before saying what actually happened, he is just trying to involve her mother into the conversation so that he tell the real thing. Mother remains silent, and then child says, "Mom, you know what?" Again, it's a pre-announcement. There could be more than one pre-announcements or pre-request before the utterance of actual thing. Mother, not right now, Jesse. I am busy. That means don't say that what you want to. So it's a stop signal here. So these pre-announcements, pre-requests or pre-sequences do help us to bring in politeness in our conversation.